So I gotta say, I learned something very important. Starting a company is very hard. Very tiring. So this is the first ever Podcade Podcast. We are done with the beta podcast. So woo, we're finally done. We're released.
This is the official?
The official first episode. And even though it's the first episode, we have a special guest with us today.
Already.
We are that good. So
hi, I'm Markiplier.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we got, Markiplier.
Yeah.
It's really a bit loud.
It looks like we have a
might
new
have been a little
Necro.
close to the mic. Just a smidge.
Speaking of which, Necro, you are actually leaning too far away from the mic now. So you're not eating your mic. You're not eating your mic enough.
Dude, yeah, like I keep hearing videos where you sound like Echo or something.
Yeah. Necro keeps getting his audio too high.
Too high or too low?
Too low. Somehow.
Yeah.
So yes, we have a special guest, not Markiplier. We have David.
Hi.
Hello. You are a family friend that is also a filmmaker, I hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And yes.
Yes. I hear that you went to Hollywood and such, right?
Whoa.
I
I didn't hear that.
Hollywood. I mean, it's in the backyard. It's in the
Okay.
area. It's cool.
It's in the area.
It's in the area.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't visit there often, but I stop by or pass through every once in a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it, but
Okay.
it's cool.
Yeah. You were telling me that you dabbled around in a few projects and such.
Yeah. I've dabbled on some things and stuff and things.
Yeah. Like,
Can you name them? Maybe.
Sure, I
Maybe
can
not.
name them.
I don't know if you can you name them by name, or are they kind of?
Oh, I mean, it's just mostly been some short films here and there. I've mostly being a production assistant is just kind of how I keep the bread and the butter on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got my hopes and dreams and aspirations, and I try to make stuff happen on my own when I can. Trying to be my own boss, if you will. So yeah, I've got a couple short films done. I've got one I'm trying to shop around to some festivals at the moment, and I've gotten some interest from some places so far, and that's pretty exciting because that's never happened before ever. Big places too. So I'm just knocking on the wood that might or might not dislodge this microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might.
Might.
It has happened.
I've seen it. So yeah, I mean, I've developing projects and stuff, and I'm hoping this new project opens the floodgates or the gateways or the gate holes to new things.
Yeah. That's what I heard is film students they have a very hard time going from school to actual projects.
Yeah.
But once you get going, it just leads to one thing after another.
It's interesting because I've seen that's a trap I've seen happen a lot. I think out of my graduating class, I can count the people that were making films in school to the people that are making stuff on their own. Post school that number is just shrunk like freaking Rick Moranis. It's a little disheartening to see, but I can't say like I'm really surprised. But I'm still here. I'm still standing. There's a few people that are still able to help me out and are still doing their own thing that I give much love and support to, because I've teetered on the mouth of madness before doing this thing, and it's easy to throw your hands up and just say I'm going to go work at a deli clerk.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you did so much study, it would be just a waste if you just throw it in trash.
And yet I've seen it so many times.
Really? Yeah, I've heard stories of there was like a podcast I listened to, like a friend of theirs. She was a graduate of like a nuclear physicist or some kind of doctorate degree, and she was busting tables as a waitress.
Yeah.
It was just like kind of that kind of thing. That seems to be more common with all these degrees coming out.
Yeah.
That and just like the amounts of debt that you get from college and stuff.
Oh, I know people that are still stuck in Arizona because of that. Like they've relegated to either just not doing anything in Arizona or trying to do their own thing in Arizona because they just have no money to move anywhere else. Yeah. Oh, I've friend and fellow YouTuber Darius Britt. Shout out to Darius Britt. He's one of those guys, just making it work in the Arizona scene, doing pretty well. Shouts to him. but a lot of people I know just like have, even in California, like so many of them just resort to being desk jockeys, and it brings a little like Native American looking at the trash heap tear to my eye. To see that is like, y'all had so much potential. You could have been a contender.
Yeah.
Oh,
It didn't happen.
That's one thing, pet peeve of mine, is like, they've done all this, like when someone does all sorts of work and they were right at the finish line and then they just like give up or something. It's
pretty
like,
much.
What?
I guess
Why?
that's just the human condition.
Yeah, I guess it is. But I definitely see, especially in this day and age with YouTube and all these, I mean, I can have a whole production studio on my computer doing all sorts of different things.
In your basement.
In my basement. So I could definitely see like you kind of need to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Not just wait later after college. Time is now.
Yeah.
But I also heard that you did some Sundance.
Yeah, no, I've just kind of got off a volunteer stint at Sundance. Just some good old volunteer work.
I've always heard of Sundance. From what I hear, it's just like a film festival, but
it's the film festival to end all film festivals. It is the film festival pretty much.
So it's kind of the indie scene kind of thing. Hollywood, or is it some Hollywood, some indie?
I'd say at this point it just dances. I won't say it leans one way more towards the other, but it dances the line. It's great. I love it. It is. It's damn near impossible to get into with a film. I just went there as a volunteer. Hopefully someday, maybe. I don't know. But no, it was a great time. It was really awesome.
Yeah. So you just volunteered,
volunteered.
Just did line work, or?
I was a transportation liaison. Pretty much, I helped people just gave directions. Pretty much, okay. I was a glorified direction giver / smiley face.
Okay.
Smile and wave and direct people.
Yes.
We did launch the website this past Monday. Yep. So
yes, we did.
Yeah, it's actually gained some traffic a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe half of that is mine.
Yeah. Well, no, it lists unique IP address, so it's decent for start. I told some people. I take it you guys have told some people.
Yeah.
I mean, for not advertising at all, some is better than none. So
yeah.
So it's also good. We also did a video talking about our plans for the channel and website and such, but we kind of missed some things to talk about. What kind of videos we are going to be produced? Kind of important detail, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're basically going to be. I mean, we are going to do Let's Plays and such, but we also will be doing like animated series that we mentioned, but do some live action short films and short videos and such. We would focus mostly on video games, but we can expand to non-video game stuff later down the line. But for right now, I feel like video game movies and video games, or video game movies, are not to its potential. I feel it's an untapped market, so that's where I'm kind of aiming for it. But that's about it for videos. But we also have podcasts and.
So what's gonna happen to your old channel?
My old channel will still go on. It'll just be.
Will it?
Yeah, it will just be.
With what videos?
Me. Doing
just you?
Doing like random videos or tutorials or.
So what about because I saw one video go up just recently. I thought we weren't gonna post there anymore.
Well, we talked about in that video that all the stuff that we recorded for that channel, just to make it simple, would just still go to that channel until the backlog, because the backlog is, it'll probably it's big, but it'll eventually clear out. We record directly for the Podcade channel, but I think it'll clear out pretty quickly especially if I accelerate a little bit, release a few more videos per day.
And then how will our viewers know that we moved? There's only one video that's easily missable.
Yeah. Well, I will talk about it constantly.
Okay.
And also there's links and such, and yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I do have I had a animated intro for my channel to say, hey, go to this website, like a funny little animated skit.
Okay.
We ran out of time, so I'll eventually put that. So I guess I'll just use that as the end of the batch or
True.
backlog.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
we also didn't talk about merchandise. You guys keep coming up T-shirt ideas for me to make
Yeah.
and do none of the work for.
No,
So-
I could design it.
Okay,
Maybe.
eventually.
I could maybe look into it.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But
Okay.
yeah, well, we're thinking about a few t-shirt designs and I think of maybe a hoodie or something.
Hoodies, definitely.
Maybe get some tokens,
Stickers.
stickers, yes, tokens.
Stickers.
Tokens, maybe.
Yes.
Co-
Custom tokens, yeah.
Coasters.
I think that'll take more.
Mm,
Custom tokens. Might.
maybe.
Unless it's like chocolate, but yeah.
Oh yeah, chocolate coins. I never.
Ooh,
think-
chocolate.
I didn't think of that. Maybe
Yeah.
some poker chips.
Mouse pads.
No.
Mouse pads for
Oh
sure.
well, yeah. Of course, we're gonna have hats.
Oh, of course.
Chocolate
Well,
hats.
Yeah.
No, not chocolate hats. No.
Well,
No.
my icon is a hat, so yes, chocolate hats. So,
Very nice.
Hmm. Mine's gonna be a paw.
okay,
And then what's yours, Necro?
it's Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
of course.
Yeah. So David, my character's kind of, it was Indiana Jones, but
Mhm.
Indiana Jones is kind of copyrighted. So
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
There's this guy named Spielberg. He might run the corner on that.
well, I heard this thing called Disney. I don't know if you heard of it.
I don't think I'm familiar with it. Is that like Modest Mouse?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Do they?
I think
they.
I've heard it
think
before.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think they were. What was it? They were touring with Tegan and Sarah at Disney. Disney, right?
He does DJs or something. You know, he has a giant head on.
Oh
I
yeah.
think something like that.
Oh, he's with the dubstep EDM people.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so mine is more now airship captain kind
Okay.
of thing. So it's like same kind of style, leather jacket.
So
hat.
not Disney.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's me as airship captain. Let's say that.
Got it.
Okay, and then we have our cursed knight, Necrofine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to the mic, Necrofine.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And we
he's
have
well, he's a cursed knight and such, but
just Mr. Fluffs.
and Mr. Fluffs, who is, we're not really sure just yet. Jury's still out. It's like a werewolf, furry creature
Just a wolf
thing.
humanoid or something. Yeah. I
Y-
don't
Let's
something
call it that, wolf humanoid.
Okay.
Sure,
Sure. Yeah.
just for now. So yes, let's get into some news. I don't know if you guys read into the
A little
things.
bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
So
I did.
let's first talk about something that came out recently. The Microsoft HoloLens.
Mm.
Yes.
So it's basically, it's like the Oculus Rift, but it's augmented reality. So
Yes.
it adds to your life instead of completely cutting you off as Oculus Rift.
Mhm.
Have you heard of Oculus Rift, David? Or
I've heard of it. Yeah.
yeah, it's for people that don't know, it's basically a VR goggles that you wear, and then you can like move your head around and see
Virtual
stuff.
reality.
I'm very interested in the Oculus Rift. I think the technology's there enough to actually work and such. From what I hear, that it's really you really get into the games and stuff when you wear it, because it gives you a sense of like scale and depth when you wear it, because you actually feel like you are inside the world.
Mm-hmm.
So the HoloLens is, from what I gathered, it's like glasses, like Google Glass, but it projects images on the screen that will simulate into the world. So if there's like a table, there could be like a little figure or character dancing around on the table, and you can interact with it or something.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
basically what I got. First thing I need to say, the demo video that they showed, that is completely fake. I just want to say that.
Yeah, yeah.
It
we all know that.
It will never be that good.
And they're like, oh yeah, we also like made like her helicopter and it's like moves. It's like, no, that's not. Like you didn't make it from that. You put it in a factory, and made it. You know.
Well, no.
Or
Yeah.
it's like it's putting a hologram image into your world.
Yeah.
It's not an actual object that
Right.
really is in there. So
Yeah.
no.
But they were saying, they're showing like the Mars rover, and the guy could walk around the scene and stuff. That can't happen because in order to get that, you would kind of need to set up cameras all around that rock that he was looking at to get like a 3D view of that.
Mm-hmm.
He was just looking at a picture and then walking around and looking on the other side kind of thing, and that can't really happen right now. Maybe in the future, but the thing that I saw that was most possible was the motorcycle thing.
Yeah,
Because-
for designers and stuff.
Yeah, like one. I mean the part on the desk, not the actual motorcycle, because from what in past technologies, like the setup required to get like the 3D view on top of the motorcycle that's already there requires a lot of setup. And if they're actually building the bike and modifying it, like with actually, like they're constantly taking the bike on and off the pedestal unless it's permanently staying there the whole project. Yeah. But I can definitely see, like, you know, the thing on your desk, like a little square. They like the 3DS I know has like a card that you put down, and then like you can aim the camera at it, and stuff will actually come out of that card.
Yeah. What's
so
that called? AR games?
Yeah, it's
AR
not really
something?
done that much except for what the little demo they put out, but
some games, some 3DS games comes like with the card.
Yeah, there's been one or two games I know.
Yeah, there's not that many. I've never seen one.
Yeah, I tried out the demo. It was cool.
That was good.
It worked, which was amazing, but it was still jittery and such. It wasn't quite solid.
Yeah, it's not perfect. Maybe with the new 3DS, it'll be better.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Bill Gates went and did a video and like kind of demoed it or something. I didn't watch that, but from what I gathered, I don't think this version is going to be that good. I mean, in terms of like Microsoft's press videos and such, I mean, they did the Kinect, and you know, they said like, oh, it's going to do all these amazing things and stuff, and you can do all these things. And then when the Kinect came out, they had issues telling you if you were sitting or standing. Instead of like all these amazing things, it was just full of problems.
Yeah.
Another thing is I mean, it's gonna be in the video, the demo video, they showed like everything crystal clear or something, but I kind of think they have to have it at least a little bit translucent so you can walk around and such without smacking into a wall or something, because if you have a bunch of pop-ups ads popping into your glasses while you're walking, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell where you're going.
Imagine when you get a virus, when you get all those random pop-ups like just popping all over the place.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit translucent, but they did say like they did do like a stage demo, and it looked like it worked pretty well, but it is all self-contained though, compared to the Oculus Rift where you have to plug it into a computer or something. So the battery life is very short. I know it's like,
I bet
it's like, I think they kept changing out batteries every 2 hours or something. So
oh wow.
Well, that was like the prototype, so I don't know about the consumer version. This is like the first ever mention of it. I mean, Sony came out and said that they're doing a more Oculus Rift type device.
Yeah, what's it called?
Morpheus is called.
Right, Morpheus.
At least that's the title of the project right now. Probably will change later. So what do you guys think of the glasses, augmented glasses?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Yeah, sure, work on it. Continue working on it. If it comes out in 2 years, I will not buy it. No. I'll wait maybe 10 years, then I'll believe him.
Well, do you like the idea of like augmented reality, like stuff adding to your life, like digital stuff, like instead of checking your phone for Twitter,
the goggles look huge though.
Yeah.
And they were laughing about the Google Glass,
which is a small phone.
Which is just like a little Dragon Ball Z scanner thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000, but no, this one is just a huge, like, just a helmet you put on or something.
Yeah, actually,
I would not carry that around.
Google announced they discontinued Mac.
They did.
Yeah,
they
mostly
did.
because it was too pricey of a price. That's the other thing is, what is the price for this? I mean, if it's $200, I could see people buying it, and people will make software for it, and it'll actually get use. But if it's like, $800 or something, I don't think anyone's gonna buy that or something. David, do you know what we're talking about, or do you?
I do. I mean, whatever helps us get closer to Batman Beyond becoming a reality is going to be pretty cool, but I don't have money to afford it either way for like 10 years. So, yeah, I don't know. It seems all. I'm very like novice on the subject. I know about Oculus Rift. I know about Google Glass and the faults that have unfortunately led to its demise. I hope there's a model that can come out from someone somehow, some way, some time in the future that'll be practical and not make you look like a douchebag.
Yeah.
But till then, I'm content with my smartphone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like the technology person. I like using technology, but I kind of saw that the phone is now controlling my life now, and I'm trying to get away from my phone now because it's just like I constantly need it, but now I don't need it anymore, and I'm actually better.
Yeah.
I'm not spending tons of amounts of money on app games or something that these two have spent on. That shouldn't leave.
Wait, what? What?
Your game that you spent like buttloads of money on?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Don't mention it. Continue.
Candy Crush?
No. You
It's-
probably don't know about it.
Anyway, but yeah, when they first announced Google Glass, I thought it was actual glasses that were like that, and it was just like
Uh-huh.
it was that kind of thing. But I didn't know it was just like a add-on thing that you attach to glasses or something. So yeah, I don't think it didn't take off. Neko, what did you think?
I think it has a lot of great potential with like gaming. I mean, as for movies, I don't really see that much potential with it.
Yeah.
But there is one like industry that I think will boom. Like I'm talking about like in the future is like the porn industry.
I was about to say that.
I
I was like, okay,
I can
800
just see it
bucks.
happening. Yeah, I can just see it happening. Like someone puts it on, there's just a bunch of people having sex in there.
$800. Shut up and take my money.
Well, there is a few demo games
Are you serious?
for the Oculus Rift that are out there.
That are like that.
Yeah, like I could just see it happening.
Yeah.
In the future. But I mean, like as for now, I'm not really interested in it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But
I mean,
I'm more waiting for the Matrix pod thing, VR
Oh,
pods.
yeah.
I think that will be the end of the civilization.
oh, that, yeah.
You know,
That'd be nice.
Farmville in VR. So yeah. So let's move on to the next.
Horror games in VR.
Yeah.
Well, they're done, but
Yeah. But that is one thing that people have done with Oculus Rift that I think is better with the Oculus Rift is like it actually enhanced the game is the Oculus Rift with the horror game genre.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Evolve. So Evolve came out with a few DLC things.
yes.
Yes, they did. I mean,
It's a little bit confusing.
yeah.
So usually games like they come out, there's like a season pass, you pay for
Mhm.
it, and it's a few packs. I mean, Evolve is doing something a little bit different this time to add a few more options. So let me just read off what the offers are. So if
Okay.
you buy the season pass, you will get. David, do you know what Evolve is?
I know only because of the DLC announcements. I don't know much about it other than that.
Okay. Well, it's basically it's 4v1. So there's 4 hunters
Mhm.
and a monster, and the monster's goal is to kill the hunters, and the
Right.
hunters is to kill the monster.
Mhm.
And you're like in this arena, so the hunters don't know where the monster is, and they're trying to track it down before it slowly eats our species and grows more powerful and such. And it's kind of that back and forth thing.
Mhm.
the
Supposedly-
monster is another player that it's not just a bot; it's a player that actually.
Well,
will
it
go-
can be a bot, but
It can be, yeah, but
Yeah.
what's the fun in that?
Yeah. Supposedly it's a lot of fun. We played a little bit of the beta, but I don't know. I'm kind of like so on it. I don't know about
We
you
also
guys.
played in the GameStop.
GameStop
too,
Expo, yeah.
Yeah, GameStop Expo. So for the season pass, you'll get 4 hunters that are coming out in the spring. So with I think with the game itself, you get 2 hunters of each class, and there's 4 classes, and then you get 2 or 3 monsters. Oh wait, no.
It's 2.
Yeah, those two.
Wait, no. There's actually 3 hunters per class and 3 monsters.
Oh.
Because in the beta we got 2, and then there was one more that they haven't announced
They're
yet.
gonna do in game, right?
Yeah.
yeah, true.
And so you get there's 4 hunters coming in the spring, and then you get with the season pass you get 3 monster skins, the magma skins for each monster. I did not look at the price, but I'm guessing it's about.
I think it's pricey.
I think that you might be thinking of like another price, but I'm gonna say about 40. Is this what can I remember?
For season pass?
I mean I can look it up because I have a computer right here. So.
Yes, please do that.
It is $24. So not bad. It's a lot lower than I thought. And then there is the digital deluxe edition, which comes with the season pass, the monster expansion pack, the game, and it's all for $80. So you get a little bit of a discount. You get the game, which is $60, and then the season pass, which is $24, and then another thing, which is which we'll get to in a second. If you don't want to buy the season pass, you can get the hunters for $78 per character.
Wait, what?
You get it's $78 $7 or
Oh,
cents.
okay.
78.
You said 78.
That's
What?
ridiculous.
Is EA putting this out?
Yeah, I missed, so let's just say $8 each character
Okay.
per hunter.
That's fine.
The monster expansion pack separately is $15. And then for the PC is getting a special exclusive for 30 days. You in this pack you could get the game, the season pass, the monster expansion pass, a 5th monster that's only going to be on the PC for 30 days, 2 more hunters, and then 4 monster skins, and for a total of $100.
Yeah, it's only $20 more than the digital one expansion thing you said.
Yeah, I mean,
did I just say expansion?
Expansion thing, yeah.
DLC, I meant.
DCL.
DLC.
It's all the
It's
same.
basically expansion.
Yeah. I don't know.
Only Destiny calls
I
it
mean-
expansion though.
I mean, this is more of the publisher, just trying out new things, trying to sell as much copies. This isn't the developers.
yeah.
The developers are just making stuff, and they have come out and said, yes, we gave these options to the producer. No, they're not done. They're not in the game at launch. These things will come later. We're still working on them.
Yeah.
Which is a common thing that I think is turning up more and more. Is like, they're dividing done content and putting out as like day one DLC kind of thing, which is kind of cheap.
They want the monies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of so about Evolve. I mean, if it's if it's basically just what we played in the beta, I kind of see it getting old. I mean,
Well, there is a campaign to it, right?
yeah, there's supposedly a campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna be like Titanfall a little bit. It's like
mixed with multiplayer.
Like there's some story, but it's not really.
it's not Halo. Let's say that.
No, Halo's not Halo anymore either.
Sort of.
But yeah, I'll wait on it.
Yeah,
Like when it comes out, I'll see reviews and videos.
I do like
and
how
stuff.
they're separating everything out. So if I just want, the specific class of that hunter they're offering, I could get just that
Yeah,
one
you could just
instead
pay
of buying
$8
everything.
or 78, as you say.
So yeah, I do like how they're game companies are now separating stuff out,
Mhm.
and stuff. But yeah. What do you think, Necro? Or did you say I wasn't listening?
No, I did. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, just the same thing as you guys.
David, do you have any opinions about this? Or
I didn't know much about this game post and pre DLC announcement. Still don't know much about it.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing like a random video on like bloodydisgusting.com where they were talking about like, oh,
What?
we made the biggest boss ever in this game, and I was like, oh sweet, I love big boss. And I checked, and I was like, oh, it's like a boulder thing that's like half the size of the Great Mighty Pooh in Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, that's cool and all, but it's like too much hype.
Yeah, I did hear the 5th one is like huge, a huge
It's not
monster.
Kronos huge.
yeah,
Like huge.
It's not Kronos huge. It's not huge.
yeah. Yeah, it supposedly is the biggest monster of the pack, but that is in the monster expansion pack, which
Just play Shadow of Colossus if you want big bosses.
yeah. Yeah, I and like I said, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, we'll wait on it.
So speaking of odd or confusing news presses or something, Nintendo has came out with their way to monetize YouTube videos or Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to explain how YouTube works and stuff. So basically, Let's Players can get permission from game companies to make Let's Play videos. It's not just taking the game and posting it or the cutscenes. They add like commentary and such, and then you're allowed to put ads on it. And the more views you get, the more ad revenue you get, and then YouTube takes a cut for using their services and such. It's about it goes from 40 to 50%,
Not
somewhere
bad.
around there, and so then you get the rest of that. But Nintendo, like about a year ago, came out and claimed a bunch of videos and took all the money from. So Let's Players and stuff weren't getting any money at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then they kind of backed off a little bit from the fan rage that came from that. And then now they came out with this, which is, so YouTube sends the money to Nintendo. Nintendo gets the money. And then you apply to Nintendo to see if you get some of the money back from Nintendo. and that usually takes about 3 months after they count the money and such and make sure everything's good.
And then you would only get about, I think it's 30%, they said?
Yeah, 30% of Nintendo
Nintendo's cut, which is only 50%.
Yeah, let's just say 50 for math.
Okay.
So yeah, so you get like basically 20% or so, which is kind of a crappy deal.
Yeah.
But
not worth it.
Well, I'm kind of torn about this. I mean, when I first heard about this, I'm like, this is cheap and stuff. It's convoluted and such. What I kind of saw what they're trying to do, or I don't know if this is what they're trying to do, but if there's so much hassle, I don't think people will actually go to get $5 or something. They're not going to do it. So and then like if a million people don't do that, that's $5 million or so. This stuff adds up quickly. But I mean, but on the other side, just to play devil's advocate, I mean, with the launch of our website, I did have to actually get some pretty nice music for the bumpers.
Okay.
I paid for it.
Okay.
And I used it, and then I got a contact claim because that's how they secure it. Is they say, okay, only we can use it. But then since I paid for it, I got the rights to use it.
Right.
So I called them up and say, hey, I got a flag. And then they said, oh, okay. And they cleared it all up instantly. And then now my channel is permanently whitelisted to use that one song of their library. That's what you're supposed to normally do in like the film industry and stuff. Because, I mean, that's understandable. YouTube, we're using their services to put the videos out. Streaming video takes a lot of bandwidth. It's very expensive. So it's understandable that Nintendo kind of wants their cut, but they kind of already got their cut when we bought the game, and this is kind of like free advertising. And that's why.
They just want more money.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of hurting a little bit, but.
So, make better games, make better systems.
Well, no, they're actually Nintendo games are pretty solid. I mean, compared to other games, they're always. Solid.
But it's always the same 5 characters.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, that's all they do.
I mean, people aren't, they're kind of grumbling, but they're not like outraged because they're doing something different, and which is what we asked for from Nintendo. Different. It's just not exact.
It's not the kind of different we want it.
Yeah, I understand where they're coming from. I think there is a place between we get all the money and they get some of the money or something. I think it's just this isn't it, and this is a beta. This isn't the final thing, so they're going to tweak it.
I know someone that raged though.
What?
Famous YouTuber.
Yeah, there's been a few. There's been a few YouTubers.
They just raged. Yeah.
But in order to get your money, you have to send them each individual separately, or if you do nothing but Nintendo videos, you can send your whole channel and you get a little bit more of a cut. But you have to.
But you have to delete everything non-Nintendo.
That and
if
also
you go full Nintendo on your channel, which will give you more more cut.
Yeah, but then also you have to be favorable. You can't speak bad about Nintendo.
Yeah,
and
you have to be their mascot, basically.
Yeah, kind of. I don't. I mean, I like Nintendo, but I'm not that. I don't like them that much.
No. Plus, we don't even do that many Nintendo games.
Yeah. What do you think, David? You kind of been in the
corporation's gonna corporate. I don't know. Yeah. At least it's not EA. They'd be doing it worse.
Yeah. I mean, but you've dealt with the business side of Hollywood, or you've seen it at least.
I've seen it. I haven't had to put up with any crap like this so far on my end. Thank God. I'll enjoy it while it lasts. I've grown indifferent. That's just kind of the way of the world, I guess. These things just kind of come and go in cycles. Is what it is.
Yeah. But I did. Microsoft actually came out with a press release, and they updated their rights to it. So now all the games that were in that gray area, they kind of fixed it to say, okay, anything that we've owned, you're free to monetize and such. So they're kind of
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft.
So like any.
So all Halo, all game studios they own. And
so
such.
They clarified that we can use them.
Yes. So they're fully embracing the Let's Play stuff, which
is good news for Minecraft, right? Maybe.
Well,
hopefully.
Yeah, I guess it is because Minecraft is now owned by them, and
Yeah.
they that's a lot of what people were afraid of is Microsoft is going to come in and say you can't make any more videos or anything, and
Yeah.
we own all your videos now or something.
Yep.
So
There would be riots if that happened.
Dude, yeah.
yeah. Do you play Minecraft or heard of it, David?
I've heard of it, never played it.
Okay.
I think everyone's heard of it.
Especially with that
At this
$2 billion deal, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll get you
very,
into
very
it.
addicting.
Yeah. It's one of those games you have to play to get until
Yeah.
you get there. But yeah. Did you see that news bulletin about the Crow's End?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. So it was, what was it? 6 all Titans.
It was
but,
Crota's and
yeah,
completeness without any gunfire.
and it was like
Yeah.
5 of them had the shield, and one of them had the ground pound, or like what was it?
I think they were a mix of both.
Or was it mixed?
No. Well, they alternated depending like on the
Yeah.
activity, but
Well, yeah.
it was like at the beginning it was 5 Ward of Dawns it's called, right?
Yeah.
And then the video you were watching, the guy was a striker, so
Yeah.
you got his view.
Well, then how did they take down Crota then? Like with the
Oh, I
shield?
saw it.
You did?
I saw it. How was it?
Well,
With supers.
was Supers, yeah.
With striker supers and grenades.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Yeah, okay. They
I guess
were
grenades.
allowed to punch, throw grenades and supers.
But no shooting of guns.
No shooting whatsoever.
So, I keep having to check with David because
I
I'm
have
not sure.
absolutely no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, because so do you know of Halo?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is by the same people that made Halo.
Gotcha.
Bungie broke off from Microsoft and they just said we're gonna make our own game
Okay.
that they own.
Mm.
So
Oh, so that's what's happened in the years.
So,
I've been
the-
unsubscribed from Game Informer.
Yes.
yeah, so it's basically that video I showed you. That was Destiny.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like a space sci-fi save the universe game.
Okay.
So the game is it's not really known for story. It's known for the gameplay, which is really nice shooting controls. Like everything's really tight and everything feels good and such. And it's a pretty good shooter. We've been playing since September, and we can't stop playing. And a lot of people can't stop playing.
Many. Some people hate it and still can't stop playing it.
It's kind of like an MMO model. You kind of like grind for loot and upgrade stuff, and then you grind for more loot, upgrade stuff. And so they do have raids, which are very difficult. And this news article came out that one of the raids that is really difficult right now is no one shot a gun or anything. They just pretty much meleeed the whole way through.
Wow.
Yeah. Me laid grenaded and superated.
Don't worry about that.
Not the cashews.
Don't worry about
The cashews.
that. Like the raids are the raids last for like what, 2 hours?
If you're good.
about
If
maybe
you're good, if
3
you're good,
hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah. So how long did you see how long it took these guys?
It was about an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, because each episode was like maybe 15, 20 minutes, and there was 3 parts to it. So about an hour.
I would think that would take longer.
Yeah.
Apparently it didn't.
All
And
right.
at the beginning,
Well,
at the
we
beginning
kinda-
of each stage, they were like, "Oh my god, I just realized this is impossible." And they went in the first run, supposedly. I know
Supposedly.
there's edits and stuff, but in the first run, like they just passed it.
Wow.
I never saw them all die and wipe and start again.
I think there was some editing.
Yeah,
I would think so.
there was, yeah.
But I guess like it takes us 2 hours, but we kind of suck. So there's
little
better
bit,
people.
yeah.
But yeah, like there was also like a Destiny DLC leak for the next DLC.
House of
Yeah.
Wolves.
Yeah,
I saw this a while back too.
was it? Well, it just came out like a week ago.
There's been like
was
maybe
it?
2 or 3 leaks for this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the other leaks. Yeah.
He's
Well,
talking about with the Comet release
There
and
was
the
one where,
that
like,
one
it
picture.
showed, like the fallen, guy. Like it was all like Japanese though.
oh that
Like,
yeah that's the new
like,
one.
They couldn't describe it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the new one. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about now. So I guess instead of the Hive, it's the
The fallen.
Fallen now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But with it,
Always
it came
good.
up with another little detail that is something very big is going to happen to the game in the fall. Like some
Yeah,
Big
that,
event.
that is
the
the
comet or something.
was it
Like they're
Comet?
yeah, like they're calling it the comet or.
the Comet is just
or
a big release.
The big release.
It's not an event. It's
Yeah.
just that's what they're calling the package. It's the Comet.
Well, I know that this coming fall they're going to have all the strikes that were exclusive to the PlayStation.
Yeah,
But
I know that.
yeah.
But
They're gonna lose their exclusivity now.
Yep.
well, yeah, that's the way the games work now. Instead of having
Okay.
whole titles, they just get parts of DLC
Right,
that
right.
eventually go back to being free everywhere because of money. You know.
Mhm.
But like they just started working on the DLC Destiny 2, I think like in November or something. They just recently
Well,
started.
they announced that it is in the works.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
recently worked on it. It's
So maybe
I don't-
Comet could be
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
I mean, we'll find out on E3. I think we get something.
Yeah, because
out of it.
because in the blurry picture you see the game, you see the first 2 expansions that we know of,
Yeah.
and then you see Comet, and then you see another 2 expansions.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right.
guessing Destiny 2 with 2 expansions.
But I'm
to
hoping
it.
that they put more story into it. Like,
Oh.
like have,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if they really, I mean,
Like
this
no,
is
it's gonna
a.
be the same thing.
Yeah, like just I want something new.
Yeah. I mean, I know, they did say this is going to be a 10-year series.
Yeah.
Franchise.
Franchise, whatever. So I mean, I could see it if they go with my theory of this was just a prologue, and we haven't seen the meat of the game
Could be.
or the story just yet.
Just an intro.
I mean, it's
Pre-sequel.
going to take place in the same areas. I think it's just different routes or different missions. Really, it's nothing too hard. So it's, all the assets are done. They're just making different game modes or
Could be.
layouts or something. So I don't see it too difficult. So I could definitely see it in less than a year, maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to expand on it.
Another thing that is popular this generation of games is that all the old games that came out of the last generation are now coming into this new generation.
They are being remastered.
Remastered. So we got the latest remaster, Borderlands Next Gen.
Sweet.
Yes.
It's Borderlands 2 that's getting remastered, right?
Yep.
Well, it's the PC port is now going to the consoles.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what it is.
Okay. Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel.
Yeah,
as
which
well.
just came out just not too long ago.
Yeah, like last year.
Yeah, but also you're getting all the DLC from Borderlands 2, which is like over like 10 different DLC packs, and you're
Okay.
Good.
I haven't.
Is it- I
we,
think it's
st- we
60
still have not played Borderlands 2, by the way.
Oh,
It's on the list. We're working on it.
Maybe
There's
with the remaster.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Well, I mean, I bought them on Steam, so we own them.
We own them.
We just
need
haven't
to get
done
to
them.
we're just not allowed to play it.
Not yet.
Mm.
But yeah, so I think if it's like the Halo Master Chief Collection, if it's $60, that's a pretty good deal. You know,
Oh yeah.
the DLC alone for Borderlands 2, I think I got, at least I bought it on sale, but like it's probably over like $60 or something for all the DLC of Borderlands 2.
Just for the DLC.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
for DLC. It's, I mean, there's characters and maps and or such, but they did announce something else that I was kind of wanting, but the
Oh
Handsome Jack collection,
yeah.
which comes with a claptrap.
Yeah.
Do you know of it, David?
I know about Handsome Jack and Clapjack. I don't know about the collection.
You don't know what.
So basically, it's I mean, as you can tell, I used to
You're
buy them.
definitely gonna get it. I just know.
No,
It-
he won't.
Are
It's
you-
Well, let me talk. Okay.
okay.
So it comes with a few random items and stuff, but the main thing
Right.
that the big seller is that you get a remote control claptrap that you can drive around with your iPhone.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious right now?
And
Like
it
an
can-
actual physical
Remote
remote control
control.
It's
claptrap?
about
Yep.
yay big, yeah, and it's like
Please tell me it talks.
it does.
it does.
It does.
No way.
Yeah. In the demo, he went up to some stairs. It's like stairs. No.
Really?
Yeah.
So it knows when
Oh,
there's stairs.
man.
Well, no, it's a button press on the phone.
Oh.
It's a you
Oh,
control
okay.
the phone. You can press it, but the price is $400 though.
Someone will buy it.
Many people will buy it.
Yeah, it's being slowly sold out as we speak. Anyway,
See?
Isn't like only like 500 sold or something? Or
no, it's like 1,000.
Oh, 1,000. Okay.
It's a limited number. I know that.
There's only
Yeah.
like 1,000.
100,000. It's a limited number. Let's say that.
Ah.
I mean, yes, I do want it, but at the same time, I kind of dabbled in like sculpting and prop making and such, and I look at that, I'm like, I could build a better version, cheaper.
But can it talk?
I can get game sounds from the game and cut it in and program it and such. I could do it.
Mr. Fluffs do the voices.
Maybe.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have an Oculus Rift, which is like $300. I kind of want that a little bit more than the little remote control thing that I'll use for like.
But it's Claptrap.
For an hour.
He's your friend.
I know it's tempting. I admit it's very tempting. It's not $400 tempting. I could barely afford $60 games, let alone console or Oculus Rift. But yeah, I've kind of gone away from collector's editions. I mainly got these because I had a job and I bought all the games already that I was gonna buy. I'm like, might as well just throw down like $20 or $30 more, get like a few extra things. I mean, what else am I gonna spend the money on? Save it or something? I don't know. But yeah, in terms of money, we also got the Xbox One price drop again. The sequel.
Is it permanent this time?
They're saying it is. Yeah.
No, it's a temporary price drop. It just hasn't been announced when it ends. It's still temporary.
Yeah.
So I guess Microsoft learned that people like to buy cheap stuff. Shocker.
Oh, wow.
I think we all know that.
I bought my Xbox during the price drop because I figured now was the best time to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was $50. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And especially with the bundles and such. It got pretty down in price. You got
the Sunset Overdrive bundle, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was like other bundles, like Walmart like bundled other stuff with it. You kind of like your bundle. You know, you got like headphones and other stuff.
Yeah.
Extra controllers and stuff. People were doing
third party.
Yeah,
bundles.
third party bundles and such. But like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think it was a good price, but I'm still fine. It's okay. I prefer my PC, which is still more powerful. It's more in my control. I could do more stuff with the PC compared to that console. I mainly just play with you two guys on Xbox, but that's about it. What about you, David? Do you have any consoles or anything? Or
last console I bought was like a GameCube.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you looked into the PS4 or Xbox One? Do you like either one of them, or is you like, eh?
They're both cool, but I just don't have the monies to buy consoles. Period. I'm kind of busy buying food.
Yeah. All right. So we didn't have time to talk about upcoming games for 2014 in our last podcast.
Yeah.
So was there any games that you guys were excited about that are coming up?
Tomb Raider looks pretty good.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, since the remastered, the story and such have been really good. I guess in this one, this is now like when as she goes into her actual Tomb Raider role of like, killing a bunch of dudes and raiding tombs.
Yeah, that's
pretty much it. But I guess she's gonna be doing a little bit psychological breaks and such because she's gonna be dealing with what happened on the island and all the people that she killed or such.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I mean, that was a really good game too.
Yeah. I think you liked that one a little bit more than me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I played it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, me. It was exactly 10 minutes. We have video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, we have video of it. I'm most excited about the Division. It's like a post-apocalyptic game. Like there was a big virus that came in.
That's not the Tom Clancy one, is it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
Do you like Tom Clancy or?
I might have. I'm in Tom Clancy's school, but I worked on a short film that was inspired by that game. Yeah, that's kind of how I know about that, and no comment about the production.
Okay. I mean, I haven't really gotten into Tom Clancy games in the past too much, but the whole survival, scavenging this ruined city, looking for loot and weapons and such, kind of scratches a few guilty pleasures of video games for me. So, like, I'm very excited about it. Supposedly, it's kind of like Destiny, but it's more open world, and you set up, like, you and your friends set up, like, a base and build it up and look
That's
for
in the
loot.
new one?
What?
Never mind.
This isn't
Skip
Destiny.
Skip that. No.
Okay. It's The Division.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
I was looking for a number.
Okay.
And I found it.
Okay, that's good. Good for you. I think you're excited for Ori and the Blind Forest, right? Forrest?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. It just looks cute.
It looks cute.
Yeah, and I've been,
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the PlayStation 4 that sold?
Which?
I guess you don't.
Don't they all sell?
Yeah.
Yes, they all sell, but no. PS4 Anniversary Edition.
Oh, that one.
That one. You want to talk about it?
We can. So, the PS4 came out with a special edition, which it's the PS4 but skinned like the PlayStation 1. So it's gray, has like a few icons from the old console.
Yeah, it's PlayStation 20th Anniversary Edition.
That's cool.
PS4.
So it's like
Yeah.
smaller?
No, it's the same. It just has the theme as the original
Is
first ever PlayStation. That
Oh,
20
so it
years
just
ago.
has like the buttons. It's not actually like shaped like it.
Right.
Right?
It's the same. It's
Okay.
like my Xbox One. It's white.
Oh,
Instead
okay.
of black.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
just
grayish
it's gray.
instead of being black.
I mean, it has like a little few touches. Like there's like a little logo icon that was on the original PlayStation, and they have they put that on the original on the PS4, and the controller has like the same color design as the old controller, like all the buttons and such.
Nice.
Yep.
So, and I know there's the limited amount, which sold out instantly.
They only fabricated 12,300 units.
Yes, I know that. I
Yes.
think that number's related to something. I don't know. I think the number's related to something. I don't know.
Like
the number of
actual number? Oh, I don't know then. I don't know about that. Yeah.
I just know it's significant somehow. It's
Yeah.
like a little like a joke or something like that.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, I know like one was sold to someone and then he sold it on eBay for like something ridiculous amount or something.
No. Sony had an auction.
Oh, right, that's what it was. It was a charity auction.
It was a charity auction in Japan.
Right.
So, for whatever it would sell on eBay, they would match the amount and send what it went for, plus they're doubling to a charity in Japan, like for kids or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like
And it was the very first. It was the number one out of 12,300 units. So it's the very first one ever made.
Yeah.
That's what made it so extremely valuable.
Well, that and also it's pretty rare console all its own.
Yeah, but it was the very first one. So it was like
number one.
number one.
Yeah.
Do you know the amount of money it sold for?
I saw it, but I forgot.
Okay. It sold at an auction on eBay for 15,135,000 yen.
Holy.
That's more than a Wu-Tang album.
Which translates to US dollars 128,628 with 28 cents.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's a little bit more closer.
130,000.
Yeah, that's a little bit more closer. When you said million, I'm like, whoa.
That was in yen because it was.
Someone
sold
will
in-
buy the
in
remote
Japan.
controlled claptrap. Someone will buy it.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'll buy a PS4 for 130,000.
Yeah. I don't think I would spend that much on that console.
Oh my
But you would on claptrap.
Maybe.
More.
It's a maybe. It's still a maybe.
If it was full size and
If it was a real claptrap.
yeah, if it was fully made claptrap that was real and it could talk and make fun of my gameplay, then yes, I will. Pay that.
So Sony is gonna double that. So those 120,000 plus their double, it's gonna go like maybe $250,000 to that charity,
yeah,
which is awesome.
that is awesome.
That is awesome.
The sad part is I don't know who bought it, but if it's just like a very rich parent or something that gives it to the kids and the kid's like,
Yeah.
is that,
Or they drop it and break it or something.
Dad will buy me a new one.
No, there's none.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But it went for a good cost, so it was good.
Yeah, it was good. So we also have the other Tom Clancy game, which is I don't know if it's coming out in 2015, but it might come out next year. It's
that one.
Rainbow Six Siege, which is SWAT team versus crooks, and you're like in this house, and you know it's like it's more strategic where you drop in from like the roof.
There's hostages.
Oh, I remember the trailer.
Yeah, we saw in the trailers.
That looks pretty cool. I mean,
yeah,
I would actually play that.
I mean, the main thing that was surprising to everyone is the destruction physics of the environment that you can use to your advantage. Like in the video, there was like a sniper across the street, and they didn't have like a good shot, and so like one of the people inside shot a hole in the wall to get a good shot for the sniper to take out the guy that's behind the shield. And so the whole dynamic of that, and you get like C4, so you can blow through walls and floors and such. It's very ambitious and cool, and I like it. But we haven't really seen too much of it. It's just of the multiplayer player versus player. Supposedly there is going to be a campaign. They're just focusing on multiplayer first, and then stringing in the campaign.
That's what we saw.
Yeah,
at least.
Where did they show it? Like, was it?
It was
last
E3.
Okay, yeah.
It was this last E3.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we also got Halo 5. Yeah,
That's right, Guardians.
That's
Yeah.
there.
it's there. I don't know. I'm not. If it's
We don't know.
yeah, we don't really know.
We
From
can't
the-
say anything about it. It's just,
Yeah.
just the
We don't know
the
anything.
multiplayer beta, but
Did you guys watch the live action series?
Or the
That
Nightfall one? Or
is it Nightfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was being glitchy for me. I couldn't
Yeah.
access it from the game.
Yeah, I watched it a little bit and it was and then glitched out, and I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah, me either.
The effects were
Is
alright.
it done or something?
I think so. And yeah, at least for the season. I don't know if there's gonna be another season before the game, but
Probably watch it on YouTube or something.
yeah, it's probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
We also got Quantum Break. It has we saw a little bit
What
of
is
it.
that one?
Oh,
is it the
it's a time travel.
post? Oh, never mind.
It's there was like a big explosion, and then like this guy grabbed like hold of a woman, and she came into that frozen time area.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. So and they released some gameplay since that video, but it's basically you can run around the world and stop time and such. I kind of think that time travel and such in video games hasn't really been touched on too much, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of interested. I haven't seen too much, but I'll check it out later. We also got No Man's Sky. That's the spaceship game which you can
yeah.
take out from planets and
The indie
land on.
game.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of indie. It's coming to like multi-platform release and such. So it's the higher end of indie. Let's
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
I still don't know what what you're supposed to do in the game, except for land and maybe blow some stuff up. There's in terms of like what you do, except for walk around.
No, not much is known about that. Like, there's so much hype, but not much is known.
I like to see it being like kind of like a Spore game.
Yeah.
Spore?
Kind of like where you're building up your.
It was an old game that it got mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me guess. PlayStation?
No PC.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe there's gonna be like an army and you're a part of that. And maybe you're fighting or something like that. But
Yeah, if it's all about just walking around looking at stuff, it'll be interesting for like a month or two, but then it'll die off. But I'm more excited about Star Citizen, and like I think they're now over 70
Are they
million.
finally gonna come out or what?
It's scheduled for
Yeah.
at least they came out with like a press release like a few weeks ago talking about they start showing the planet side stuff and like their future roadmap and such
Yeah.
for this year, going into like details a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched all of it yet because I've been too busy, but from what I've seen, it's definitely going to be between No Man's Sky and Star Citizen. I'm definitely more Star Citizen. Like it's more Han Solo meets Firefly. It's definitely that
Yeah.
kind of touring the galaxy, doing odd jobs, and having fun and such.
I don't know. I have like mixed opinions about it. I need a good trailer to release. Like it'll be released next year or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll think about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can play it now. It's more dogfight in an arena kind of match. I've played that. I don't think you guys have played either of that. So you guys haven't really seen much of it. So we also got Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
This one I know.
Okay.
Okay. What?
Tell us about it.
You're Batman.
Oh yeah.
Joker's dead. Batman's
spoilers.
okay, sorry. Joker. Spoilers. Okay, so you're Batman, right?
Yeah.
And you've got Gotham's all safe, and
Sort of.
Well, spoilers: Joker's dead.
Okay.
So it's relatively safe for a while, and then everyone's like, "Wait, we should all just collaborate to kill Batman." So they call in a big bomb threat. So Gotham is just like completely deserted except for Batman and the police, and Gotham is your playground.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I didn't give away the biggest spoiler about Arkham City, you guys, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Secret's safe with me.
It's okay. I'll forget it
Relatively.
anyways.
Relatively.
I don't think.
I get really excited.
Yeah. Okay. I take it you're a big fan of comics and stuff.
Enough.
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
Okay. Did you? I don't think you played either of the Arkham games.
I haven't.
You played.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine.
they'll
Okay.
forget in a week.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Okay, good.
Yes, we shall.
Except for the viewers, they have this forever.
I didn't give away the biggest twist.
I think I know what twist you're talking about.
Oh, it's the one. It's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
Batman has been dead from the beginning. No, that's not.
No,
it.
no, that's
Okay.
that other show that should not be named. Never mind.
What are you talking about? It's
Never-
a movie.
Is there a holiday special going on that I don't know about? I need to uncover.
Probably.
Okay.
It's been used. You played? Did you play the first Arkham game, Mr. Plus?
I think it was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum. That's the one I played.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah.
one.
And I didn't finish it though. So
Okay.
don't. Yeah.
I played Arkham. I played Arkham Asylum City and a little bit of Origins. I didn't really care for Origins. I stopped it because I heard that there was like a big bug that if you got to like near the end of the game, your save would get corrupted and you would have to start all over. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait until that one's fixed just in case.
You're still waiting?
I just haven't gone back to it.
Ah.
It wasn't, the mission layout wasn't too great. I
No.
mean, they had like tons of villains, but it just got too crowded. I felt like.
Uh-huh. Just lost interest.
Yeah, I mean the fighting style and such I like is pretty good. It's solid. It matches Batman's fighting style
Okay.
of the comics
Which
and
is
such.
really good.
Now this game is now where you can like drive around and actually be Batman instead of just being in this closed off area that you're contained in. You can't really do
Yeah.
that much in.
With invisible walls.
Yeah. What do you think of the Batmobile like having a giant cannon on it?
Great.
Great.
More things need giant cannons.
I mean,
True.
well, I mean, at first with me, the big thing about Batman, he doesn't like guns. He's kind of anti-gun.
But he likes cannons.
I guess so. I mean, they do like the whole thing in the video of like, they're all drones. You're free to destroy them without
Right.
hurting anyone. So, yeah, I guess. I mean, I know the animated series or something. The Bat plane had like missiles and such,
Right.
for taking out
Yeah.
stuff. So
Exactly.
it's gun.
It's canon.
It's gun-ish. It's not-
In all sense of that word.
yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah. I kind of want more gadgets. A little bit more.
Be careful what you wish for. I don't want any bad vacuums.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like.
Yeah, more gadgets seems
I mean,
good.
in the other Batman games, it was more punch up a bunch of guys. I kind of like the detective part
Like
of Origins.
the stealthish part of it.
Well, in Origins, you like actually went through a crime scene and broke it up and such, and like figured out what happened to
Right,
figure out the
yeah.
villain. It was like only in like certain areas of the game. It wasn't everywhere. It was
Mhm.
like only a few times that you come across it, but it was that the detective part of being Batman I like a little bit more, and I kind of
Yeah.
want to see it a little bit more in this coming game.
Did you play like the LA Noire game at all?
I did.
Yeah. Did you
I
not-
couldn't get past the faces.
No, you couldn't.
No,
Oh.
the uncanny value is just too much.
'Cause
It also got boring a little bit.
Oh,
Just like,
because I played all the way to the end.
yeah, I know. You kept telling me to play and bugging me to death. Then there's the Witcher 3,
Yes.
and then Necro's pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's his kind of game.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
medieval type of game.
Not
Yeah.
really into fantasy stuff, so.
I take it David doesn't know what we're talking about.
Not in the slightest.
Okay.
No.
It's like another Skyrim.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of Skyrim-ish.
Yeah.
It's more, I think it's more sword fighting than magic.
It's pretty much, yeah, more sword fighting.
But like it's open world and you can like do hunt monsters and
Yeah.
collect bounties and stuff. It's very gory from what I could tell.
Yes, which is good.
Yeah.
So it's Skyrim with gore.
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Well, I know, and also like I think it's either the first or second Witcher. There was a tasteful scene in the very first 30 seconds of the game.
My favorite kind of scenes.
So if anything,
I think there's another one.
Tasteful scene.
If I remember that.
Well, there was Mass Effect, but it wasn't.
No.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
It wasn't
Mass Effect.
to this
Oh,
extent.
I remember that.
Well, we're gonna.
Do you know what those, David? Mass Effect.
I
endings?
might.
You might. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know about the game, but you know those endings.
I know the game about the games enough. I know the endings. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Till the call comes.
Yeah. I don't think the next Mass Effect is coming out this year.
No.
No.
I'm fine with
I know
that.
they're talking about it.
Still waiting for Fallout.
Yeah.
It's slated to come out after Half-Life 3, guys. Don't
yeah.
worry.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you play Half-Life?
I just know the running joke.
Yeah. We haven't played it either. I keep putting on a list to play, but we just never get to it. There's always new games to play. Maybe eventually we'll get to it, but I know it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
From other, I played like Portal and such from the same game company, and that was pretty good from just being a sequel. But yeah, we also there was this one news story that I saw that was kind of ridiculous. The King Tut's mask game broken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like wow.
yeah.
So,
Who do you have
yeah.
cleaning those? Wow.
I mean, I can kind of understand, something really old breaking, but you could repair it properly. These guys took super glue and reattached it, and then didn't tell anyone and put it back in the case.
And then to get the excess glue off, they use a spatula.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
On a priceless
Oh my god.
mask from ancient times. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like something you want to expect someone for. I mean, I would at least hide it a little bit more, not use so much glue.
Yeah. I can just imagine like a group of like classmates come through and they're like, "Oh, like look at all those scratches, spatula."
Let's talk about movies a little bit, because this isn't just about podcasts or video games, but we can talk about some movies and other stuff.
Oh, no Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the sequel to a game series that came out a year ago.
Yeah, already 2 of them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a third one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Game?
I thought you
Yep.
heard about this. Yeah, third
I
game.
did not.
Okay. Well,
Ooh.
there's a third game coming.
Yep.
They should have a movie about that.
Dude, I would watch that.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Do you guys know about the behind the scenes lore?
I do.
A little
I
bit.
do, actually.
Of the first one, I do not know about the second one.
But
But I'm guessing it's
yeah,
kinda
it-
the
I
same.
It all ties together.
yeah, I showed you a video on the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't show you the second one yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It gets gruesome. I mean, I'm not a fan of the actual gameplay because, I'm not a fan of horror movies because of the jump scares and stuff. It's kind of cheap. I don't like it. I like the horror that sticks with you after the movie. Like you're afraid to turn off the lights because you're seeing that movie, not the 3-second jump scare thing.
Like, isn't the first one like about like there was like a murder at the place and then like the ghosts of the kids are in the?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, is that what it's about?
that's the insinuation, yeah.
Insinuation.
Yeah. The second game lore ties a little bit more. Goes back and expands on that a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think was there a few more murders?
I think it delves into that a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact details, but it does pretty much expand on the first story.
Yeah.
It's a prequel sequel,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Is the third game the prequel sequel?
I think that's what they're building up to in the timeline. Because that's kind of what I've just sort of been reading about, is that there was a third Freddy Fazbear somewhere in the timeline, and it's either the first one or the second one. But that's what this is building towards, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I learned about all the lore from this one YouTube channel.
Game theories?
Yes,
Yes.
that's where I watched.
Same. Same Z's.
Yeah.
The game theory.
Some good stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So the Super Bowl came out and a few trailers came out with it.
Didn't watch them.
I didn't want in terms of ads. They weren't too funny.
No.
Or not too great. They were okay. I don't know if you guys ever saw the Super Bowl commercials.
No.
I
None
saw
of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Just the Clash of the Clans remix with Liam Neeson.
That was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I was expecting like a 5-year-old or something to be on their side. It's like noob or something, some kind of thing. But it never went to that. That was pretty good. That I don't know, was like the only one I kind of liked.
Yeah. That was...
But they also came out with a few trailers. First is Ted 2.
Yes.
Yep.
I saw that.
I definitely want to see that.
Yeah. Did you guys see the first Ted?
Yes.
Yes. Did you?
Yes.
No, Fluffs.
What's that?
Ted.
Oh yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I did.
Did we see it together? I don't remember.
No? Did we? Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know who else I would have watched it with.
Yeah.
Definitely not my family.
Probably not. Well, spoilers for any Ted 1, just in case. So the one thing of the first Ted that I was really surprised about was the fight scene near the end. I was just amazed how well that looked with a CGI bear and a live action human.
On stuffing and all that.
Well, no, not that. Just like the actual just fist fight. He was tossing him against the room and such, and it was pretty good. The second Ted looks pretty funny. I don't know if it will be better than the first one, or the first one was it was good. It wasn't fantastic, but I think it was good.
They're doing something different with it. I think it's going to be at least solid.
Yeah, I'm good with different. Something that's not a sequel. Well, this is a sequel, but something
it's totally a sequel.
This is something that's not a rehash of something else.
Right. But I think that the storyline with it, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. And then we also had. Are we done with Tattoo, or did we?
Continue.
Okay.
He's playing Candy Crush, you guys. It's very important.
No, I was looking at something else.
Okay.
Candy Crush.
We also got Jurassic World.
Yep.
Trailer.
Yep.
That looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Should I?
Yeah. I say give it a watch.
It's a trailer. It'll take a minute of your life.
Maybe a minute and a half.
Oh yeah, a minute and a half.
If it's like movie clips or something like those, like.
So from what I gathered, it's the same Jurassic Park actually gets going and actually has visitors now.
Yep.
It's far in the future, so all the characters from the original series aren't there.
Only one.
Which one?
It's
the Asian doctor from the first one. He's the only character they brought back. Director's choice.
I don't think I've seen the movies in such time. I'm like
the
blanking.
Asian doctor.
The Asian doctor.
Is it from the first one?
The first one.
Very first one.
The very first one. He's the doctor. He played a bigger role in the books. But
was that when they were showing the dinosaur eggs?
Yes. The guy that pretty much was, who's like, hey, Jurassic Park, like the guy whose idea originally was, he's the one actor and one character they brought back from the series to this new movie.
Okay. But
so he actually did the thing he wanted to do successfully.
Okay. Is it the same island?
I don't know. I think so. I want to say yes. That would be the assumption, but I don't know.
Basically, from my guide, it's SeaWorld meets LA Zoo thing.
Yeah.
With
dinosaurs.
Yeah, which can't not go wrong.
Dinosaurs,
especially when you just up and create a new dinosaur.
Yeah. So I guess it's like the original dinosaurs versus the mutant dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think
with
that's
the humans teaming up with the dinosaurs.
At least with the raptors.
Yeah.
Is that what the plot is?
Yeah, from what I gathered.
Mm-hmm.
But it has Chris Pratt, which was from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Ever since Guardians of the Galaxy, he's been he's getting pretty famous. He's getting going up in career
since Parks and Rec, you guys.
Okay. Just saying, I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy. What did you think of it?
Jurassic World or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, it's what can I say that everyone else hasn't said already? It's freaking great.
Yeah. Okay. I also saw The Hobbit: Battle of Five Armies. Finally,
that's the last part, right?
I've actually not watched any of these. No, none. Everything I've heard has just told me stay away.
Yeah. It's not. I wouldn't say it's worth going to the theater. Well,
it is.
Some parts are.
Yes, it is. Even
the part that looks like they filmed it on a potato with a weird GoPro or something, because I heard about that.
Well, they were trying a new thing.
They
for the
tried
first
lots
one.
of new things. Yeah.
The rest of the movies they figured it out and stuck with one frame rate. not
Good.
3. Which is,
Oh Jesus, I didn't know that.
it was either 2 or 3. It's the usual 24 frames, and then they try like a higher frame rate, which made it a little crap.
That just sounds nauseating.
Yeah, I think I saw the new format. The opening scene, I was getting a little bit nauseous from because of how quick the camera's whipping around and such. But later on, it was okay.
I don't get it. That's how we see life in real life. Why would you feel sick from
Because you're watching
getting it
life
as close
in
as
real
possible?
life.
You're watching life through a tunnel vision view.
Like watching it through plastic wrap.
Yeah, kind of like that. A little bit, or something like that. Anyway, I liked it. I've not seen the original trilogy.
What?
It just missed me, okay? And then
That's fine. There's another trilogy that missed me that I won't talk about.
I think we should figure this out.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm a Star Wars virgin, you guys.
So is he.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
okay,
I'm
that
not alone.
That makes 2 of us.
Well, he's seen the prequels, the first trilogy.
Well, let's say you say you're a virgin. I just got like the foreplay.
Okay.
I did see Return of the Jedi when I was 8, so maybe I'm not completely, but I don't remember all of it.
I told him we'll have a movie night or something sometime.
Yeah.
We'll
Yes.
do that. Did you see Indiana Jones at least?
Yes. Of
Okay.
course. Okay. I'm not that bad, you guys.
Okay. Anyway.
Why?
Yeah, never mind.
What?
Never mind.
I probably have seen them. I just don't know
Okay.
the order.
Anyway. But yeah, I haven't seen... I keep trying to go back to the original series, but it was made in 2001, and the effects back then weren't the best CGI. So it's kind of hard to go back. I kind of thinking they'll do like a HD remaster or something sometime soon, now that the whole series is complete now. I will say, without going into spoiler territory, I definitely felt the feels at the end. Like, it was very emotional credit sequence or something, because this is the final movie for Peter Jackson, right? Yeah, so it's the final of the movie of these characters that we'll ever see. So it was good. I liked it. I didn't know what was going on half the time, but it was good.
It was good.
I definitely would say it dragged on too long over the 3 movies. I think it would have been best as 2 movies, maybe 1 movie, but 3 movies is kind of pushing it. Because they add quite a bit and dragged on a few topics too much.
Well, he kind of tied in like the whole thing that happened like with Lord of the Rings that was setting up for that storyline, and like I can understand like that part, you know.
Yeah, I can understand that. There's just like some things that was a page in the book took 30 minutes of screen time or something.
Right.
Something ridiculous.
But like, what did you think of the fight scene, like with the race and the?
It was alright. I thought it would be a little bit more bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big fight.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I mean,
Did you see the 5 armies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw them all. I saw
Oh, okay.
The first Lord of the Rings, and I saw the.
Plus, you read the books.
Yeah.
Well, not the Lord of the Rings books, but I read like the Hobbit book though.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't read any books. Is there any movies that you guys have seen recently? Do you want to talk about?
I mean, I saw like 2 weeks worth these past 2 weeks at Sundance, so
Oh, yeah,
we can talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Anything that like you definitely liked?
I liked a lot of stuff, man. It's just I've seen just great things that are coming out this year. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I mean, this whole getting distribution thing's a pain in the ass for independent filmmakers. I don't envy that process, but there's some great stuff coming out. I've seen where do I even start?
Pick one.
Eli Roth's made his best movie yet. I can say that much. Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. It's oh man, it'll make you squirm. It's not gory. It's psychological, and it's just this dude who's just like left home alone. This like, married dude, and like 2 hot 25-year-olds like come up and just seduce him, and then just psychologically torture him for the rest of the movie.
Okay.
It is insane and tons of fun and a little uncomfortable, but great in the best way possible.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Was it mostly horror at these film festivals? It seems like horror's like the favorite for indie.
I mean, it's just that's every festival is different. Sundance, it's just kind of more evenly distributed. They cater to a lot of things. There's a horror presence there, but it's not a horror festival.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I just know like between like sci-fi or other things are a little bit more difficult for like smaller budgets. Horror's a little bit easier to do. At least that's from my experience that I've seen and such. That seems to be like the go-to thing for starting out. So what are did you see any celebrities?
I mean,
or meet any?
Park City is a small place, man. You kind of see everyone more or less if you're just out and about.
Yeah.
I've seen Keanu. I saw Chris Pine. Saw Jack Black just out on the street, just doing whatever. They're just kind of there.
Buying groceries.
Just like out and about. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So, was there any other movies that you saw that?
Oh, God. Which one do I talk about next? There's this great movie called 99 Homes. Andrew Garfield, who plays Spider-Man. Yeah. And Michael Shannon. Maybe you know best as General Zod. For Man of Steel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a very intense movie that plays with like just the moral like gray area. Just it's a drama kind of. It's like the Wall Street of the housing market crash, pretty much. Andrew Garfield plays a dude, and his family gets their home foreclosed on, and in a desperate fight to get his house back, Andrew Garfield goes to work for the guy who more or less foreclosed on his house, which is Michael Shannon. And it's kind of a tale of coming over to the dark side, but it's like, is it really the dark side? What would you do? That kind of movie.
All right. Sounds interesting. But before we close out, how about you name like 3 movies that everyone should just stop what they're doing and go watch these movies because they're so awesome?
Like of all time or just like
from the Sundance thing?
From the Sundance thing. Okay. 3 movies. Okay. 99 Homes, Call Me Lucky, Dope.
All right. So that's pretty good.
Dope.
Is Dope like about drug?
Dope is it's a great movie. Just kind of it's a crime coming of age comedy, I guess. It's a lot of things. It's very well done. Just sort of centers on these 3 kids, and one of them sort of inadvertently through a chain of events gets, hooked into owing a drug kingpin some money and has to come up with the funds to do that while like trying to like not get kicked out of school. Balances a lot of stuff. It's very stylish, but it's very grounded at the same time. Great cast, a lot of newcomers, a lot of familiar faces, such as Blake Anderson from Workaholics, DeAndre Bonds, who was in like a lot of stuff in the 90s, such as my personal favorite, Tales from the Hood. A lot of indie rappers play small parts like A$AP Rocky, Casey Veggies. And it's like directed by this dude who's like been making, it's weird. He's like 40 years old. He's directed movies like The Wood or like Brown Sugar. And this is easily like, it just feels like this movie feels like it was made by a new fresh face. It's a really great movie.
That's pretty cool. All right. So I think that's been enough time talking about some stuff. So be sure to check it back probably the end of next month. So this is February. So March. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's next.
Yeah. So we'll be back. I am Surfer Dude.
I'm Necrothine.
Mr. Flaps.
Yeah.
I'm David.
Yes. Thank you for coming on, David. We'll try to get you back on sometime soon.
God willing.
Yeah. So see you next time.
Laters.
Cheers.